Now, the first major battle in the Civil War was that first Bull Run. Now, the thing is, to some people, this is the beginning of the Civil War because this is actually a major battle that both sides were fighting on, and there is casualties on both sides. Now, a little interesting fact was where the battle was. It was owned by a man named Wilmer McLean. Now, the battle happened on his property again. The thing is, this guy, he was a member of the Virginia militia. But the problem is he was too old to fight. So he had his house set up as a headquarters for the Confederates. Now, the Confederate leader was the same guy who was in negotiations with Major Anderson at Fort Sumter. Now, the Union leader, he was Brigadier General Irvin McDowell. Now, what happened was this. The Union knew that the Confederates were at McLean's property, and that basically it was a headquarters. So they sent out some soldiers to go out there and basically pick a fight in a sense, catch them by surprise. So the Union shot a cannonball and it crashed right through McLean's house, specifically through the fireplace, and that's where some of the soldiers were actually eating. Now, you can see on the map on the right the positioning, and the movement that each side went. The blue represents the north, and the red the south. Now, in total, the Union had 35,000 people. The Confederates had 20,000 people. And after all the fighting was done, there was 480 dead for the Union, 390 dead for the Confederates. There was 1,000 wounded for the Union and 1,600 wounded for the Confederates. Now, this is something interesting. For the Union, there was 1,200 people missing. So there was about 1,200 soldiers who just basically upped and left. They never returned. The Confederates only had 24. So as you can see, the Union people, they basically saw how war was, firsthand account, and they basically said, I'm out of here. Now, officially, the Confederates won. Now, there were some famous people at the first Battle of Bull Run. So let's start off with the Confederates. The famous person that was there was this man named Thomas J. Stonewall Jackson. Now, his picture is in the black and white. Before the Civil War started, he was a professor at the Virginia Military Institute. Now, at the Battle of Bull Run, he had an important job. He was supposed to take this high position and hold it. And he did. Now, there was another general at that time called Bernard B. And he told his men, basically, look at Jackson. And look how he stands there like a stone wall. And that's where he got his nickname. Because the Union was shooting off cannons, they were firing, they were marching up the hill, things like that. But Stonewall Jackson, especially with the cannon fire being blasted, near him, he didn't budge. That's the story of how he got the nickname. That he stood his ground and did not budge. So, Stonewall Jackson. The other famous person that was there was William T. Sherman. Now, he was for the North. Now, his picture is in the colored one. Now, at this time, he's not a general yet. But later on, he would become a very famous general because he had this strategery skill. He knew where to put his men, how and when to attack and things like that. When to flank the other the enemy on either side. And he had this unique tactic called the scorched earth. And we'll be talking about that later on. But just remember, William T. Sherman for the Union. Now here is your last question. Which battle do you feel should be officially the start of the Civil War? Fort Sumter or First Bull Run? And why? Because you have to remember, Fort Sumter, neither side, nobody died. Nobody got injured. One side was firing the cannons, the other side was not firing at all. Now, at the First Bull Run, there was actually fighting, there was battles, there was casualties, but it wasn't the first time a gun was shot. So, which one do you think should be considered the official start of the Civil War and why? Now, you should start off your sentence with, I believe that, and pick which one should be considered the first official battle of the Civil War because, and give your opinion. Now, once you finish with this, you are done with this assignment. Now, I've said this before in class, and I'll say it again now. When you finish this, make sure your name's on it, all the information is filled out, and be sure to turn it in to the black basket next to the door. Now, that's it for the video. I hope you learned something. Be sure to ask me if you haven't heard yet about your upcoming project. Okay, and I will go over that with you. So, if there's nothing else, then have a good day, and I hope to see you in class.